Hello. Hello. This is the Alexis K. Tyler Celebrity Read. Please forgive me for running late and trying to get myself together. I've been running late. I've been working on this reading all week and all day. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming for this segment of Alexis K. Tyler Celebrity Reads. Hi, Monica. Hello, beautiful Christina. Hi, Alvin. Hello, everybody. This has been a difficult read for me. Hello, Darren. I am trying my best to get... Oh, boy. And I think what I'm probably going to do is a part 3 because I find this so interesting. Hi, beautiful Catherine. Kiss my baby for me. I know it's going to be ongoing. Let me lay some things out here. There are a lot of things that bother me about this, especially when I looked at the R. Kelly interview and the Azriel and the Jocelyn Savage part of this. So what I think I'm going to do first before I get into a lot of the written stuff like I usually do, because I want to, child, this really made me want to smoke a cigar tonight. But I said I'm not, since it's late already, and I'm trying to get this done because I promised you that I would get this done. And look at this. I'm just going to try my best to give you some good information tonight, just for a part 2 follow-up, because I'm just trying to look at these cards, because some things bother me about this reading. Actually, a lot of things bother me about this reading. One, a couple women showing up here, older women with money that is talking to a lawyer with him or for him. So I'm wondering too, is the woman going to be giving more money to the lawyer? Because I really think that was a really bad interview the other day. He had no business doing that interview or talking without the lawyer being present. He's thinking about the children, and he does feel more emotionally balanced and softer that the child support has been paid, but I still don't see him having a long-term reunion with the children. I'm saying Andrea, she probably feels a little better because she got some of that money, and she had lawyers that are really sharks and fighting for her. However, she's still very upset, and I'm seeing the death card here, so there's going to be, hi Sharon, an ending with relationships with him and some older women. I also see the police very close to R. Kelly right now, and I see a judge very close to him right now. So he's very, very emotional, very, very scared because they are very close. I'm literally seeing the police up on him. So I don't know if they're checking up on him like I saw the other night, and then he got locked up 24 hours later with it. I saw that. They're watching him now. They are making sure that he doesn't go too far, but I'm also seeing he wants to leave. He wants to move. And that's what I was wondering about too, because I saw that there was a problem with not only money and trying to get money, but a family situation with its arguments within this family that he said that they have that is so close and they're so in love with each other. They're a happy family. There's a lot of conflict. It's been conflict. It's been ongoing disagreements or conflicts. And usually when I see that with the Ten of Pentacles, you're dealing with the male, older, grumpy, hard to please, disgruntled male. So that would be R. Kelly. He's arguing with the group, and then it's coming up like with the Eight of Cups, like he is thinking about moving, or I don't know if he's thinking about taking a trip, or if he's thinking about moving from the family situation or where he's living. I don't know if there's drama. I already see there is drama. There's arguments and disagreements in the house that he's living with the women. And this is about money, family structure, inheritance, money that's supposed to come to him, that as well as these women feeling like they're entitled to the money as well in that house. But then there's coming up like wanting to move away, or I don't know if he's planning on moving from where he is, or he wants to move from where he is because of the fighting and then the lies that have been told. There are also lies and building castles in the sand around money and disagreement. He's a big liar, and he's trying to figure out now how to balance a budget or how to try to get more money into the family. And also I'm seeing the jail coming up, the police coming up and around the jail. R. Kelly is sick. I've said that before. I said it last year. I'm saying it again. R. Kelly has some health problems allegedly, and when I'm picking up in the spirit, R. Kelly is a junkie. I'm telling you, R. Kelly is an addict. He's either an alcoholic, he's a drug addict, he is obsessive, compulsive, he's very abusive, he's very aggressive. Now I show he is a good lover. He's very good sexually, but he's very good at what he does in the bed. But once he performs sexually, and he likes sleeping with different people. He's sleeping with different people right now. It's not just Jocelyn and this girl, this little girl who thinks she's so grown, sitting there hollering and disrespecting Gail. A little girl with grown woman's clothes on. You can tell is a child and is a little girl. It's not just those two he's sleeping with. And to be honest with you, I'm wondering why she had a coat on. A big black coat on in a hot room. They were in Trump Plaza. They were not outside in the wintertime. This girl is sitting there fully clothed up to the neck with a hot ass coat on. And Jocelyn is sitting there with the black, with the red and white, more subdued, beautiful girl, very extremely insecure. She's painfully insecure. She cannot hold a conversation. And then it kind of reminds me of the dark skin, light skin thing. You're the cute, lighter skinned girl that's extremely insecure. Your voice shakes every time you fucking talk. You're a child too, with grown woman's clothes and titties and a pussy, and get fucked in your ass. But other than that, no confidence. And that leads me to believe either she's being beat up, both of them are being beat up and abused, but R. Kelly is an extreme, compulsive, lying, junkie, paranoid, schizophrenic, narcissistic, bipolar, lunatic. What I believe is that he pits them against each other. He puts Jocelyn down because he did it publicly and said she's good looking, she can't sing. Yeah, maybe Azriel has a stronger, more intense voice, but I really think she does have a softer, more soothing kind of poppy type of voice. I think Jocelyn can sing. They just have different types of voices. The other girl has a bigger, more intense, and more of a range. She does have a better voice. But to say Jocelyn cannot sing, I would not say she cannot sing. They just have two different types of voices. Plus, that girl is very mousy, and she's very intimidated. And I think he told that's the darker, more aggressive. Both of them are pretty girls, don't get me wrong. But I don't care what you say. I see this thing going on, and black people do this. You take the darker skinned, although pretty girl, very talented, and you make her the pit bull, plus she's the goat. She's a Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken. R. Kelly is the goat. He's the Baphomet. She's the Baphomet. Both of them are goats. I'm not sure someone said Aaliyah was a goat. They are Capricorns. R. Kelly thinks that's funny. To pit them against each other, to make them go on up there and ride for daddy. Show them how you going to fight for daddy. How you going to handle this. And then you put down and beat up and tell the girl she can't sing, and she dumb, and she stupid, and then they both fucking him. I believe they fuck him together. Like Azriel saying, oh, we just fuck him separately, and our relationship is separate. Use a goddamn lie. Y'all fucks them together. You fucks bitches and niggas together. Suck dick, drink cum, get fucked all in the ass together. That's what you do, allegedly. So she is there for her man. He probably done tapped her ass a little bit. That's why she got that goddamn hot ass black coat on and telling her you gonna do this for daddy. And it looks to me she's the favorite. She's the more dominant and aggressive one, and she got more rank, even though she a little younger than Jocelyn. Azriel probably goddamn go both ways, cause she's a bitch and a nigga in a dress, and he put her that way. You can tell that he groomed them that way. He's standing back there caping, telling her to do that shit. And then he get them behind the scene and you see, look at her and look at you. You couldn't even handle that. See, I know I can depend on Azriel, and I feel that there are perks and there are benefits for Azriel to ride so hard for him, and she's intimidated by him. She's scared of him. She's being abused by him. But at the same time, see, this fucker's like this. He's an extreme paranoid, schizophrenic, narcissist, professional, compulsive liar that the nigga don't even know when he lying all the time, because he lie to himself. And this motherfucker mental ill. So for somebody that's extremely narcissistic, insecure, paranoid, schizophrenic, manic depressant, extremely depressed, thinking everybody out to get him, this motherfucker gonna keep you like this. He gonna keep you on the roller coaster. You ain't gonna never have peace when he think you getting relaxed and rested in your position, secure in your position, and it's two of y'all, he gonna throw y'all off. So you never know where the fucker coming from to keep y'all fighting each other. And I noticed Jocelyn, whatever that little girl say, Azriel, that's right, don't cry. Because she's the underdog. She the loser in the relationship. And he seemed like the type of nigga like this. Make Jocelyn sing and dance. Make Azriel sing and dance and say, oh, look at daddy, baby. Oh, and y'all get. And then look, see you can't do that. See, you can't handle it. Look at you, I put you out here and I get you, and look how you do her. Look, see, look how you do in front of everybody. When Azriel, she gets special things. Azriel gets special treatment not because she's so happy, but because she know that's the way she avoids an ass whooping all the time while she has to stay there because they're forced to stay there. Even though they are chronologically adults, those girls is 10 and 12. Hey, Miss Keith, in the mind. They're very immature, insecure, dumb. Them girls don't get out. They don't have their own opinion. They don't get any education. They don't work. They believe what this fucker say. And this motherfucker live in the twilight zone and get fucked all in his ass. So he's just this feminine. That's a damn bitch, his motherfucking self. He's very childish, very immature. He plays a lot of psych games and he pulls shit up out of his ass that not based on reality. And these girls sit up and believe him because they're children in the mind with an open ass. So Ariel gonna do what she needs to do to survive and outshine her so that she don't get more abuse. Because she know at the bottom of the totem pole, she does not please her narcissistic father. She's going to get the public shame, humiliation, and more abuse that Jocelyn get. You could tell that both of them are victims. Both of them are in a lot of pain, and both of them are lying based on what he's saying. But you still can tell that Jocelyn is weaker, and she's more of the scapegoat. And I still see somebody is pregnant. If Azriel didn't have that coat on, because it's several reasons. Either she got her ass beat and she pregnant. Both of them. Or she pregnant and don't want nobody to know. Or she covered in bruises. Or Jocelyn's pregnant. Or it's another woman we do not see, because this is somebody young, fertile. Might have already been. He's sitting there real calm, like I told y'all last year. The fucker be calm and kick your motherfucker ass. 2 minutes later, the fucker snap. He did the shit. What she do? Y'all just don't know. And if y'all feed on negativity, you stupid, you dumb, you stupid. Who did you just see that? Her daddy. That's why I know he put nut up in her. He's unloading his nuts all down in her. Why? Because that sperm power I tried to tell y'all about, that Solange got up in that song now sampling me, we be about that freaking. Cause he done put the mind of the sperm that has the genetic. Oh, it ain't about young, Priscilla, because it's some old bitches that's the same fucking way. Mirror a nigga nuts. Why? Because the genetic framework and pathway that is embedded in the cell of the sperm has now merged itself with the seminal fluid and the vaginal wall with no fucking rubber. Travel up through her cervix and in the mind of her goddamn uterus and all in her mouth and round her gum line and teeth and down in her damn digestive system and up in her damn anorectal goddamn cavity. I know it's sitting in there. Cause everything this fucker do, go back and watch it. She mirrors this fucker. She act like him. She raise up. She burn her finger, licking her mouth and shit. She's doing what her father, the dick master, done showed her while he acting out his goddamn movie debut. He up there auditioning for us, and we didn't buy. So now he supposed to go out the room Let them he didn't want Jocelyn interviewed by herself. We know why. So we put them together so she can support the pit bull. Azrael, that's also the goddamn goat. Because that turn them on aggressive women that'll do anything and fight another bitch for daddy. So he comes in, they say the motherfucker coughing and shit. Making noise because he really didn't want them to be interviewed at all. But if you got to, you know I whoop y'all ass. You know I tell y'all what I want y'all to believe. Lies. I want you to, just like she said, oh, my daddy got me butt naked and my daddy got the pictures and my daddy want 20,000 and 10. But where is the proof, little girl? Do you really have the proof that your daddy would do some disgusting and look in your booty? Like he wants to fuck you? Like R. Kelly like to fuck kids? Do you have it? Or is that what R. Kelly told you and you believe it because he told you because you don't have an outlet, you're isolated from everybody, and he's coached you not to turn on daddy, not to betray daddy, because daddy is on the world stage fighting for his life, and y'all gonna help daddy because daddy don't want to go to Chang Yang and get balls in his jaws and nuts in his butt, even though allegedly these women said that he will grind and daddy likes to wind on dicks and get that prostate stimulated and like the goddamn dildo in his butt. That he can suck a dick up till he hicks up. So he takes big long winding dicks in his hiney and stimulate his prostate while he jags. So daddy can come like he makes a bitch come in the front that hits daddy off from the bike with some lube. So we know you don't want to do that. At least they say you like women's doing that to you. But you do's it to men and women. But you don't want to go to Chang Yang and get gangbang and have your dick hole turned, your booty hole turned to a pootie tang. You don't want a Capricorn to dwell in your walls. See? And put balls in your jaws. So he's telling you better save daddy's life. Daddy is fighting. They trying to kill daddy. I've been out here 30 years, y'all trying to take my life. Now you're going to get up here. You're going to laugh for daddy. You're going to ride for daddy because you know I'm going to whoop your ass. Now, if you don't get up here and tell Gayle King and the whole world what the fuck that I want you to say, and whichever one of y'all ride hardest, you know you're going to get something special for daddy. And see, yes, that's that pimpin', BJ. And see, she got up there and fought hard and cried and clowned. That's why I know she likes his dick hung up in her. He done busted wide open, tell her bring it back. Because she is too much like him with that masculine edge. She's the Baphomet goat. She's a Capricorn. Her daddy's a goddamn Capricorn. Charisma, you low down. Inside of your wall. See? He done went out. I could tell. I could fuck her gone. And you see, go back. See what I'm saying? He done fucked that body all night. And he's standing back there watching. Then the Masonic pole. And then, you know what? Now I'm going to get y'all to play this game because I don't want to lose control. Call your mama down there in Atlanta, Jocelyn. You talk to her. But they throwed her ass off. Because while he's sitting there and they got somebody else there, and you can tell she didn't want to do it. She nervous. Her mother's talking to her, trying to say hello to her. And I can tell that R. Kelly hates her mother. R. Kelly wants the mother, and she wants her to hate her mother, turn on her mother, fight her mother because of how you could tell she weak. She love her mother. She miss her mother. She had a lot of respect for her mother and her father. She miss her sister, and the little one, Jory, she's just absolutely, she's adorable. She said, hi, Jocelyn. I miss you. I love you. And she said, yeah, it broke it there. It broke it when the little girl said something to her. She said, I love you. I love you too, Dre. Come home, Chelsea. I want you to come home. I love you. And you said, bitch, what I tell you? Get your goddamn. I gotta go. You can tell one thing he don't want is the natural bond between the mother and the daughter. He don't want them to have that. You, bitch, you're going to devote your whole life to me. Bitch, I'm God. Fuck your mom. Fuck your brothers and sisters. Fuck your daddy. I'm your daddy. I'm your mother. I'm your sister. I'm your bitch and your nigga. You are not going to do this. And when he says she weak, she might have got her ass beat by that. Because you're going to have total allegiance to the God. And bitch, I'm God. But I just let you do that because it's about daddy saving my life. And see, I see this is a big burden on him, and he don't trust nobody. He's pulled away from a lot of people. He's not talking to everybody. People trying to reach out to him. If it ain't a bitch about no money or sit on his dick or suck it, he don't want to hear it. He's in his pimpin'. These bitches ain't round trying to help daddy get delivered. And you ain't got no sanctified pussy. Talking about how you gonna deliver daddy from walking to the valley of the shadow of death. He ain't really trying to hear it. The nigga high. The nigga drunk, the nigga high, or the nigga both. This nigga do something. I'm telling you, this fucker got a sex addiction real bad. This fucker got a drug addiction real bad. This fucker is extremely abusive. Once he fuck a bitch real good, he really don't want to be bothered. All that love and let's get married and meet with you like you tell me, oh, we girlfriends, I love you. Some motherfucking lie. You don't love no bitch. You only love what somebody can do and help you when you don't care about anybody but yourself. And it's showing here. He's only acting this way because it's an act, because his life. He's thinking about what might happen to his life. So he's trying to think how he balancing this out and pulling away. And then I seen it a few days ago, like I see it now, this woman, this new lover, trying to get on him because she gave him some money. There's a couple of them trying to give him some money and trying to help him win. He's really not with this shit. There's a lot of spying on this man. There's a lot of gossiping on this man. These women trying to be up under him, ride or die, showing that they strong for him. You ain't got it, daddy. That's all right, daddy. I got your back. I'm going to be here for you because they are afraid. He is not trying to let these women go. And I'm going to tell you another thing that I see. This man is not only sick and a junkie and a liar and a sex addict, he's being backstabbed and set up and he's being stolen from. There is someone that has just come into his camp acting like they want to rescue him, they want to save him, they want to help him. There's a male, but there's also female. These three women together celebrating this, and one is also a lover. Now, see, that's what's confusing me, because somebody he's fucking, but at the same time doing business with. They have sent spies in this motherfucker camp to ambush this nigga. He don't see it. This is a bold espionage, sabotage, stealing, spying, sticking this motherfucker. They doing a Julius Caesar on his ass. While they smiling in his face, working for him, acting like they want to help him. People have been sent into the camp that are really not his friends, showing up now to provide services to help him because somebody that his enemy that hate him have sent them into the camp to stick and move, pretend like you helping. You're giving information, you sharing, but you came to rob, steal, and destroy on the behalf of one of his enemies, several of his enemies, and then there are some that are already there. I keep seeing it. So I know it's there. There's a fighting and there's a conflict, and he still comes up the same way. The hangman, they got that nigga upside down with his foot bent, which is the Masonic pose. And what is it also about? Money. And him wanting to get back on stage, perform, and make money, and him being a liar. This motherfucker is very broken. He's pretending to be something that he's not. He's pretending, hi Goddess Gwen, he's pretending to have the money, or he's trying to get people to give him the money. And I am telling you, this is a very dangerous game that he is playing, because he is also very selfish and very self-centered, and he's only out for himself, and he only cares about himself, and he's pretending that he doesn't feel that way just to get what he wants. Yes, Christina, they are setting him up for the kill, and because this man is also ill. I am telling you, this man is sick. He's on some form of medication, and he's also on drugs. He's doing drugging, and he's doing alcohol. This man has a bad addiction. The sex addiction is one thing, but also the drug addictions, the lying, building castles in the sand is another. Trying to get money, and this person, this new person that's walking in, that is getting ready to help him, is coming up like this. The tower is right there. This is a trick. He's going to come in acting one way, and then it's another. And the female, there's an older female too. There are several older females here, and the death card, another female. There are several people that are setting this guy up, and because he doesn't have the resources that he used to have to be able to pay people off, to be able to get lawyers, to be able to travel, to be able to make things happen like he used to with money, he has to depend on the kindness of others or negotiate with others, or some people are doing things half-assed. Look at that lawyer that he has. The lawyer, I wonder about. Yes, he is unraveling, Christina. And that's why before I get into that, I usually don't start the cards off first, as you know. But I wanted to start the cards off because I had to say, while it's on my mind, there is judgment here. Why? Because this man did not handle himself in the public and dealing with people from a place of honor and integrity. And because he did not do that, now he has to pay the consequences for fucking people over and hurting them and being very narcissistic. Yeah, I think that too, Ro, with them locks, because I noticed that when he talked about him and he answered questions in the press conference, he seemed like he's smirking or grinning. And then I saw something that I never seen. A black guy walks through there and said he had to get his license or tag or something. And you're in a courthouse. You're in a federal courthouse with officers there. And then he walks to, what the fuck you saying? I can go. He said, "Go, don't go this way. I can go where I want to." It was something very disrespectful and like a parody. It's something funny about that I can't get out of my mind, which was there was a code there, because you're in a federal Masonic building. You're in a heavily secured, but you're in an occult building, and you're talking about a serious case around R. Kelly, and you're kind of got that look on your face and got that predator haircut like that with it, your head, that hair missing, and that little shit up there hanging out, and you're like, yeah, well, you know, he owed 161 and 37 cents. There's something about this motherfucker, and he just pops up. See, there was a code the way they let that other one walk by, and I can walk the fuck where I wanna. They were sending you a message, and then he's very emotional too because he got out, so he was glad to get out, and he thought there was a win. But I am telling you, that win is temporary. He's going to be back in front of a judge soon, and he's going to be facing more jail time soon. So I hope we hear about the fighting and stuff. I'm telling you that I'm sensing, that I'm hearing, that I'm seeing. I'll probably do a part 3. Now, let me tell you some things that I've been finding out that was going on. Because in the last reading, I told you that I thought it was very weird that R. Kelly's mother would come to me in March. We're in March right now. She came to me like a little over a week ago. And she's telling me that it's the end. And she mentioned several names that have really vexed my spirit. Like I tell you, I focused more on the last reading. Let me tell you who she mentioned to me. She mentioned, as you know, Reverend James Cleveland, that Satan, he sold his soul to him and made him the king of gospel. She said, R. Kelly's like him. You know King Baal, which is also Satan, made R. Kelly the king of R&B, the Pied Piper. And she mentioned Reverend James Cleveland. She mentioned Jim Jones from Jamestown. She mentioned, what is that man? He was born... It's a white man, Edwin Wayne Gacy. Remember, he was a serial killer that dressed up like the clown, Pennywise. He was born in Chicago. They said he had killed 33 boys, and he had them boys buried up there in this house. Remember that? Who else she mentioned? She started mentioning serial killers to me that was boy lovers and that was bisexual. Because Jim Jones, she been putting Jim Jones on my mind, Lord. All week, he been on my mind. She been talking to me about Jim Jones. 3 days ago, yesterday, I'm getting chills now. She better put him on my mind all day. Now, and she said he was also connected to James Cleveland. Yes, John Wayne Gacy. She mentioned him. He from Chicago. And for you all that don't know, Jim Jones, he took all them black folks over there. He was a CIA operative. He was fucking men's and women's. Fucking them black men and them little boys all in the ass. Fuck that black man over there in Jamestown all in his ass in the front of the congregation just to show him that the nigga had gay tendencies. Had different children by different women's. And I think when I looked at it, he killed 909 people. 909. 9 plus 9 is 18. 8 plus 1 is 9. They go back to 9, which is what? Upside down 6. You all know when R. Kelly got released today, who else was the anniversary today? He died today. Biggie Small. And had that album, What Life After Death. March 9th of 1997. Which was also upside down 6. Same day R. Kelly gets out. March 9th, 2019. And when I looked at Azriel, let me tell you something that you don't know, and I don't know if her parents know, and I don't know why they gave that girl that name. Azrael is the Hebrew death angel. Azrael is a male Hebrew death angel that brings death and destruction that have other angels underneath it. So that tells me she's full of spirits. She's full of the spirits he done pumped in her through fucking her. And releasing all that sperm in her and them different spirits that carry on him, because I'm going to tell you what I seen on him. He knows that girl is carrying that Azrael. It is a Christian and it is a Jewish Hebrew death spirit. It brings conflict, death, and destruction. That's why I know Jocelyn is in trouble. Because he has turned on. Azrael has male and female altars. Sometimes that little girl don't know if she's going or coming because R. Kelly controls the altars with the demons in him, and that is her natural name. Azrael, the male death dealer. That's what he comes to do. That's right. In Islam, he is the jinn. Just like I just said. He knows it, and he knows she's very valuable. That girl could be vicious and violent because she's got that male death dealer spirit on her, and he knows how to trigger. If she goes from a little girl, very wounded and very hurt inside, and it bothered me because I saw the girl. The pain gets so deep sometime that either she wants to cut or she wants to kill herself, or she would attack another at his fucking behest. And I wonder, have there been conflict between her and Jocelyn? Because I'm telling you what I saw, I think Jocelyn's scared of her. Jocelyn appeases her and pet and go along, but she gives no fucks about Jocelyn because of the altars that she carries, and because the one that was breathed on her when they gave her the name, and then R. Kelly been up there screwing her and calling her out, and there have been different spells. That girl is so unhappy and so miserable because she has several personalities, and I saw it. When I kept looking back her and she started to scream in that chair, she was doing it for him. Oh, we love him. Oh, that's none of your business. That's in the bedroom. Girl, you are miserable. And you're very fragmented and fractured in the mind. And you have all of those split demonic personality. And they are trying to give birth to the male demon inside of her, Azrael. And if that thing is unleashed, she is either going to reap violence and bloodshed upon another, or she will do it to herself if he tells her to. And that other girl, I don't want to say that, but I'm getting chills. Cold chills. And his mother, Joanne Kelly, she told me. And that is what Jim Jones said. That's what scares me so much, especially with his code. The SOS was 909. I said that's how many he murdered. And a lot of them were melanated. 909. If I saw correctly. No, she better, because if she doesn't, that's a suicide code. And then I saw the video today where Avenatti said that someone told him that was inside that camp, they were talking about a suicide pact. Because see, R. Kelly is like this. I didn't have the love of my mother. My mother was a whore. The mother was a drinking hoe, got baby by different men. His brothers and sisters, they fucking each other. They fucking him. He getting his dick sucked at goddamn 5 and 6 years old by bitches and niggas, getting fucked all in the ass. So he doesn't have that. This motherfucker is pathologically sick. This motherfucker is a sociopath, a psychopath. And he is a forensically ill. I don't know if that's correct, but this motherfucker is really genetically, pathologically ill. This motherfucker is a natural nut. A sociopath and a psychopath and a true sex offender. This is not an act. This guy is slow but brilliant and a naturally genetic pathological liar and pathological sex offender. It is in his blood. He will never, this motherfucker skewed to the left like this. He cannot help it. This fucker's genetically this way. This nigga ain't gonna never be right. This fucker's sick. And it's natural to him. So because he doesn't have the natural affection of a loving father, a loving man, a loving friend, he cannot look at a little girl with little girl shoes on without putting a dick in her mouth. So I am not going to see you go home. If I can put your family back together, because if I have to go down, bitch, I am not going to give your parents the satisfaction of saying you beat me and you have your home back like it was before I disrupted it. The way I could hurt you into eternity before I die and after I'm gone is that I make them off they fucking self for daddy. Because it's about narcissistic control. Living in this fantasy of being more powerful and being right and having it all about me. You might be their biological father, but I ripped them from your arms because it wasn't as tight as you thought it was, and I'm showing the world it's not as tight as what you thought it was because they are with me. And I have so much control over them that I would never let you win and let you beat me to show that I was wrong, that you really usurped me. So I will destroy them. I will make them destroy themselves out of love and loyalty for me, because I know you'll never get access to them again. I'll win eternally because you will never be right if they don't come back home. Now I'm saying allegedly because you all, I could be wrong. But I had to put this out here because it has been bothering me, and the mother has been bothering me. Also, now I know why she came to me in March, because the mother died March 11th. Her anniversary is Monday. So I will try to come back with part 3 for Monday and give her an offering for her anniversary. That's why when she came, she said, I'm here. I had to come back now. Now it makes sense that she's with me in March. This is her month. Also, this is the month for the beginning of the spring solstice. Look at this. This has been done. They going in his ass during the month of the spring solstice. So this is a very occult time, and this is occult time for the mother. Then we are going into, this is going to be happening now as we're moving into the spring solstice in March, and then we move into the summer solstice in June. So this is during witches' high power sacrificial ritual time. They got his ass wedged in here. Then also right now, we're in the witches period. And it could also be, I think Christians celebrate this too. We're in the holiday of Lent. L-E-N-T. For you all that don't know, right now, it's 40, it's the walk of Christ, when he was in the wilderness and fasted 40 days and 40 nights. While he was what? Being tested by who? The goat, Satan. Do you understand why I try not to wait too long this time? The way the mama breaking my ass off something over here. Oh, this motherfucker here, this bitch is cold. She breaking it off. She said I had to come back. Excuse me, like we say down south, double bike. Fuck back. She came back, and she came to my. So I really, really appreciate her breaking it down. Okay. Let me move the cards. Since I've gotten into a little bit of that, I'm going to get into what, like I started getting into what I wrote about them and how she mention those narcissistic, sociopathic, psychopathic killers. Whew. That I just mentioned to you all, that really, really just hurts me. So hopefully that won't happen. But I had to put it out there to tell you all. Y'all tried to read some of the holidays. What did I miss? Yes, Lent. And the spring equinox is March 19th through 21st. Lent is March 6th through April the 20th. So we deal with that too. April 20, 2009 equal 18, which reduced to what? 9, upside down 6. It started March 6th. You see those numbers? When I told you in Wendy Williams and the Super Bowl Stargate ritual, those numbers I mentioned, I'm seeing the same numbers here. And just like they came up when R. Kelly got arrested, and then when T.I.'s sister died, the same breakdowns. All them 6s, 4s, 8, 711, 911. You see what I'm saying? These same numbers are coming up here. And the lawyer, oh yes, and then he's charged with 10 counts in 2019. So the number 10, we're dealing with endings and beginnings, risings and fall, life and death. When you're dealing with the number 10, and R. Kelly has 10 counts, you see that number. And the ex-lawyer, Edward M. Jensen, that got him off and kept him out of trouble for 10 years and got him dick shots to control his libido. He came out and said he was guilty as hell. And the only reason he got to hurry up and tell it because he finna be dead in about what? 90 days. That 9, the 0, which is the 6, the 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is Lucifer's number. You see that? He said he ain't got much time. He was born June 30th, 1941, which will reduce to 24. 2 plus 4 is what? 6. How old he is? 77. He has 90 days to live. He's suffering from bile duct cancer, which connects into the liver. He's been a lawyer for 54 years. What is that? A 9, upside down 6. He went on trial 2008, 8-2, 10 endings, beginnings, which he got more arrogant and cocky after that and thought he could keep doing this, kept fucking children and fucking over women. He was acquitted, 6/14, is that 6/14, 2008, June 14th, I think it's 2008. For that 2008 trial, yes, June 14. That reduces down to a 21, which is for the 3. And then in 2008, that year was 10. Endings, beginnings, life, death, up, down, in, out, open, close. And then you see, look at that. 2008 is a 10. Come to 2019, get 10 more counts. And this is the end this time. He is not. And I keep checking this, walking away. Because the mother has the first and the last say. And Satan is with her. The demons escort her here. They're over her body. And she's okay with it because she knows she's sold out. She knows that she the reason R. Kelly the way he is. So she has the escorts when she come in here. And King Bale is here. And just like he said the other night, I'm the only king in this motherfucker. I'm a goddamn king maker, asshole taker. And I decide when I wants to take the crown back. Because I'm the only king in this motherfucker. It's what I say. Just like he said last year. I tried to tell y'all. He said he the goddamn king maker in this bitch. Say taking crowns off motherfucker that disobey and disrespect. The mama rat down with it because she took her oath too. But see, the mama can be honest. He won't be honest. He said, I didn't do nothing, they all lying. The mama said, I did it. She told me she did the shit. That's why she have no problem being in the realm of Shaitan, because she know the oath she took. She down with the goddamn goat. They let her come over here. She go back and forth, but they got that fucker underarm guard though. But see, she ain't like her son. She ain't like Jane Cleveland ass. She ain't talking about I feel no ways goddamn tired and I want to come back. She's a true G with it. We're dealing with the goddess Kadesh or Qutesh Kemet. From Kemet, we're dealing with Hathor. We have the gods and goddesses coming here. And let me tell you some more about the death angel Azrael, the one who helps, the angel of destruction and renewal, ruler of the third heaven, has 4 faces, 4 wings, body consists of eyes, and tongues of people of the earth. Makes sense, don't it? Because she was playing a position with her eyes and her fucking tongue. She reads people. That's the male. He's constantly recording and erasing. You see, she go back and forth. She go in, she go out. She explode, she pull it back like a daddy. Because he control that demon. Now, I don't know if she already doing it. But she is something about that girl / nigger in a dress with that damn trench coat on. We're going to have something to do with the way he fall down. Now all that crying and shit. And she look innocent, very talented. But I'm telling you, there's more to her and what R. Kelly got going on that meet the eye. And there's more to her and R. Kelly than it is to Jocelyn and R. Kelly. Jocelyn need to go home. Then I look at the colors. Black, red, and white. Somebody finna go. Because you are dealing with Elegua. When you are dealing with black, white, and red, the god of the crossroads. And also the other side of Elegua is El Diablo, the devil. Who put them colors on them girls? What they know that my ass don't? And you got on a black coat. Black. Trench style. Gangster. And you're giving this out. Gangster / little girl / psych patient. / demon / baffle / killer. Killer be killed. Jocelyn got the black and red. But it's the same. Sacrifice, black, red, white. Somebody went out and got y'all some outfits that day. Because I don't believe he have y'all dressed like that every goddamn day. And y'all ain't working and ain't getting no education. And ain't getting out in the real world. That was staged. Somebody color coordinated that. So Azrael had Ted's shoe. And Jocelyn had on a red shoe. Oh, Azrael had on red shoes? Is that what you're saying? I didn't get to see a Cal Fu. Yes, I'm familiar with Cal Fu. Yeah, he's on the other side of the 4-way. He got his side, and that's straight black magic. So, I peeped that and the way they were unstable. No, it wasn't just him dressing them. He has handlers. He has somebody to handle him. Don't think this is all him. He's not a mastermind like that. He's very sneaky and tricky and cunning, but he's also handled. Yes, Christina. Because I'm feeling like, something hit me. I just, feeling lightheaded and leaning. Okay, let me tell you something else, y'all. I'm going to wrap this up. I might come back. I'm going to try. I try. You know, let me tell you something. That's made me sick to my stomach. I never saw the R. Kelly sex tape in my life. I never saw it. I never looked forward to see it. A girl showed it to me the other night for the first time. And when she said, look at that right there. I'm looking at the beginning. And she said that girl was like 17. It looked like a grown woman. Yeah, that was the publicist, Alvin. That was the handler, and I believe he was paid to show up in R. Kelly's field and stab. He is a agent provocateur. He's an agent. He was sent there to do that. I'm looking at the first girl briefly, and he got his whole mouth and her asshole, booty. He eating booty and ass, kissing in the mouth. Very, very good lover, very sensuous. But I didn't want to see that, so I started moving it because I could tell it was a mature, grown woman. Even though she was 17, I still think that's a little bit young. But I think she might be 17. So it looked like a grown woman who was consenting. I wasn't interested in that. Something told me to move it forward. They were doing a lot of foreplay. I wasn't interested. So I kept skipping. And I got to the middle. Because she was like, look, like something I don't want to watch the whole thing. And I got to the middle, I saw some funny shit. I saw what looked to me a little girl that was in between puberty, that had a really kind of thick, short, underdeveloped torso. Like a really compact, kind of a little wide midsection. Little body. Too little in the middle, but titty setting up here with it looked like a 10-year-old face. Now I wanted to see that because I felt sick, and I knew then there was men that get off on fucking little children, as I told you what happened to me. Yeah, I didn't know it. She told me who that was. And the little girl, I'm looking and I'm wanting to throw up. He's telling her, and the way he's talking, like a demon. Move for daddy, dance for daddy. A demon coming out of him, like they tell him to dance for daddy where he would live. And roll and grind, whine for me on the dick. Yeah, she didn't even have hips. Like she need to grow taller. I've seen her now. She looks more like a grown woman that's grown a little bit, but she's still not that tall. But it looks more proportioned now. But you could tell. And she's trying to whine, but you could tell that she was a little girl. She really didn't know how to move and please a man, but he was grooming. Then he sits her off to the side and has her perform oral, and she doesn't know how. But she's sitting there. You could tell he had groomed her and worked with her. She liked him. And it was clear somebody sold her to him. And the way he was looking around and adjusting the camera, you can tell this is a sneaky, dirty, lying predator, sexual deviant that likes to fuck little children. I know he fucks them younger than that. I hope it comes out. He loves, it's something that turns him on about little children. The way he was begging that little girl and telling her to move around, it is his ultimate fetish and fantasy to fuck little bitty girls. I mean, the way he sat there, I couldn't believe. I'm telling you, I'm grown and I can't even do that. She sat on top of him, and he got a lot. He's well endowed. That little bitty body and short torso, like 12 or 13 years old. And you could tell he's been doing this to her because she sat on it and didn't even cough. Didn't even grunt. And he's just kissing her in the mouth. Wrapped his arms around her, pulled her close to him. Started just squeezing this little girl like they're in love. I can see why she loves him. Why she thinks she loves him. She doesn't know, because there's a lot of sensual, physical hugging, rubbing, kissing, tonguing, and deep penetration. He's not acting like it's just a sex act. This man is acting. You can tell he loves screwing this little child. Even though he was more sensual with the grown woman, like the 17-year-old, it wasn't the same. It was something more of a deeper, spiritual, sexual, more of a soul tie and an occult bond to the child love, the child rape. That is what was done to him. That was ingrained in him. Sister, brother love, brother love, brother, cousin, auntie. See, this is what this guy got. First of all, through his mother and the way she conceived him. Excuse me, somebody called in. I don't know what that was going on, but I'm not talking while I'm doing this show. I'm about almost finished. When I looked at it, I got angry. And I wonder, why would she send me something like this? Because it just, bad memories. And I know how often this goes on, and adults let that go on. And they consented and gave that girl to that man. Her daddy, the mother, they knew, and then he paid them very well to say it wasn't her to get out of it. But let me tell you something I saw, and I thanked her for letting me watch that, because I learned a lot. The Spirit made her give that to me. And that's why they molest certain little girls and certain little boys. From what I saw in the room and what I saw on him, he had her in, that was a demonic sex ritual where the ritual had already been prepared. The room had already been demonically consecrated. He was sitting on something. I can't see the symbol. I don't see all the walls or on the floor or what's underneath or what's behind the wall or where the camera is. Someone helped him position that room, and there were demons called into the room. R. Kelly was already possessed with the demons through the demonic sex rituals through his bloodline. That's what he was born for. That's what he was groomed for. They were in the middle of a pyramid. That's why he put her on top of him. Not just for the sexual pleasure, but because it formed like a spiritual, sexual, like a Taoist and like a chi type of sexual position. That's when you really want to penetrate your lover deeper. You want to open the chakras if it's a normal adult healthy relationship. But he did sex magic with that girl. Yeah, but let me get into the urination, because I don't think you get that either. Because you don't know who that is that's urinating on her. You think it's just him urinating on her, and it's not. I know that now. That's why that girl, spirits told her to let me watch it with her. He's there in a pyramid when he's got her in a position. See, everything he did sexually was not just because he likes the children, but there are certain children. He picked that girl based on her birthday and her location. He knew everything about the little girl. And there was something very special about the little girl, but she was born to do more than that. And that's one reason why he's suffering. He got to pay for that, because she's a high vibration light being. And you see, she could take a grown man on at that age. It was something deep about her to be able to do that at that age. It's something very spiritual and very high intense about her vagina and her energy field, and he opened her in a way and opened the chakras up to cause her baby glands to secrete the chemicals. I don't know if there was any violence between them. I don't know the whole story around that, or any fear or trauma, but even the sex was traumatic to do that, because it was literally like child rape. But then he kind of broke her in and got her used to it and coached her down into that. Okay, because you're dealing with the pineal, you're dealing with what controls the male and female organs, the pituitary, the hypothalamus, the thymus, and the ovaries. Those are glands. You're dealing with the eggs, you're dealing with the uterus, you're dealing with the vaginas. He's getting the elixir of the gods by eating her and sucking the vaginal secretions, the urine, and the period blood. I bet you that he was around that girl sometimes when she got her period, especially the first cycle, because he took some of that in his mouth. And I already know that's not the only one where he's taking period blood secretions from the gods, which drip from the glands, and the menstrual flow. Why? Because he used the girls for power to write music, to channel the demons. And I saw this going on when she was on top of him. He traumatized not only the organs opening up where she's feeling pleasure, but she's also being violated, and she feels some pain, and she's young and dumb, and this is forbidden. So you do what Aleister Crowley tells you to do. You do the forbidden. You don't protect the little girl with the light energy moving up the chakras. You rape the little girl. You do the black mass to the little girl and the boy. You turn them upside down. That's what was done to him, which also made him very sick, but very talented and very powerful. And what I saw happening was he punctured the vagina, the cervix, opened the gateways through the vagina, and then the glands, opened the brain. That's why the way he was kissing her in the mouth and caressing and pulling her closely, that was a part of this ritual, because he was open. And what I saw was, when he punctured the organs, he then pierced the auric field. Although it was still connected through the umbilical cord, he then caused the aura around the body, because you have subtle bodies, the astral body, mental, emotional, and spiritual body. So he tapped into the spiritual. He lifted up the astral, and when he lifted up the astral, it broke away from being embedded into the genetic codes and the spiritual locks that contain the physical body. And then the astral body, I saw it go up and was suspended to the left, although still connected through the astral, the etheric umbilical cord. It was damaged because of his rape. And the demonic, oh boy, as it lifted and he's going deeper into her, the demons, because he knew what to say and how to say it, the secret chants he was doing, and the demons were there, they then rush out of him and they possess her. They create altars in her. Then they start feeding off of the feminine energy and the light body. Once they feed, then they go back into him. And if you look at the period during the time he was doing this, look at his hits. Look at the songs he was making. Look at how successful they were, and they were all around love and fucking. That's why he like them so young. He's attracted to them, yes. But it's also certain ones for the spiritual, and some of them I still feel did not make it. They're not alive. They're sick. They're damaged. Things happened to them because there was some, I'm picking up, allegedly he sacrificed. They didn't make it. That one's still alive, and she still deals with them. She just doesn't live with Jocelyn and Azrael, but he still deals with that girl, Sparkle's niece. He did this periodically because the girl had a lot of energy and a lot of power, and he would rape them and steal it from them, and then songs. He would go to sleep or he'd be awake, songs. And they were all hits because the demons were feeling them, and he was taking their money energy, their female energy, their power energy. He's vampiring. He has certain ones he keep close, little young ones like that. Or he vampire off of them and their genetics. It's all based on the vibration of the energy field, the vibration of the vagina, and the genetics. And then the keys, that's why K. Michelle's not going to say anything about him. He made her a star, and she's doing very well. He didn't do her like he did Jocelyn Azrael, and they're also lying about the singing. They did want to be stars and singing. He doesn't want to help them, and he didn't want to help Azrael, and then he humiliated Jocelyn publicly. Said she wasn't talented, she wasn't singing. Because I disagree. I think she's talented. She's a gorgeous girl. They say what he wants to hear, because he's extremely fragile, very, very insecure. This man's very fragile, and he looked woe out and old and sick. I can see it in his eyes, and see it in his face, and see it in his aura. This nigga's breaking down. The body's breaking down. He has a lot of problems, a lot of physical health problems. That's how he's going to get out of jail, or try to get out of jail. He's going to say he's sick. If you go in there, I got to go to the hospital. Oh, I'm having a mental problem. Or I feel suicidal. It's going to be health related. I don't see him spending 70 years in jail. Even if he gets 70 years, he's going to start scrambling and maneuvering like he's doing now. And it's going to be hell, because he's sick. He's physically sick. He has several illnesses, and he's going to play on them, because he will manipulate to the end. He will bargain to the end. He's not going to do all of his time. There's something going to come up. Back to the girl. The beats. When he do the chords, because I have to learn to read music to tell you all the beats and the keys. That one. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Suddenly I feel like I wanna break loose, jump in the seas and wanna sing you. Dun 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 dun. Where you think he got that from? Inside your walls. You know who gave him that? Satan gave him that. Lucifer gave him that. Baal gave him that. That's how he opened it up. You know, when I looked at his energy field, I saw several people. I saw his granddaddy. I saw his mother. Because the mama, she's a singer. She's in music too. They give him this shit. And they tell him, give us some urine. Give us some blood. Let me skeet my dick and let me pee. You know who one of the ones I seen who liked to piss on a bitch? His granddaddy. / daddy. There's another woman here who's a lesbian, go both ways. She's a singer, she plays strings and piano. She like to get fucked. There's another one here's a father, he homosexual, and he like anal. One of these women like to go down on women and like period blood and feces, and she drinks urine. See, you think this is him. That's why I'm trying to pull your coat. In exchange, they get a nigga beats. Along with the demons that give it to him. And you see the chord be so simple. 3 knocks on the door, my baby. You see? That's simple, but this shit hot. And it's catchy. See, sometimes you make me do things I don't want to do. Say things I don't want to say. I don't mean. You see? Where you think he get that from? I couldn't believe it. He was at his prime. go on. He got all of them. And they real freakish. They have these, it's a group of family members. When they was in their body, they miss it. And they was doing this stuff to him, with other people, and they had him watching. Teaching him, coaching him. He liked it. And then they implanted this in this boy young because they knew he was the one. And then he was the one they could reincarnate and channel through. Well, yeah, the mama is breaking this down. And you know who else I see in here? That damn midget. Because I said, ooh, I'm drawing one. I'm drawing another one. I'm drawing their body. I'm drawing their dicks. And see, R. Kelly dick is like a gun. He pointed and aimed the trigger and fuck a bitch up for life. With what he put in him and the type of sperm he get in him, because he's from a cursed, very powerful Masonic demonic seed. Yes, but his is a superstar seed, although very demonic, you see. And they come out and start talking to me, and then he has the Christmas tree for the mother year round, which we deal with Nimrod, Semiramis, and Tammuz, the baby, the son, which is him. Remember that? Nimrod married his mama. Okay, R. Kelly mama had a spiritual marriage to her daddy, which is the granddaddy. And R. Kelly is the baby. You see that there? I couldn't believe it. And the midget, which belongs to Satan, the imp, he's standing behind them. That's why I know that he in the bloodline. He grinning at me. He got a crown on. I had to draw his crown. I had to draw his shoe with his high heel, like Prince went on high heel boot. I had to draw his gold scepter in the one hand, while he up here looking at me, grinning. I said, yo goddamn ass. He grinning, so I wrote him down. I saw about 10 of them on R. Kelly. They still on him now, but they breaking him down. See, some even the time is going backwards. The time is not, like the mother say. He has several walk-ins, and then he's a junkie, which whenever somebody does drugs, that adds to it and makes it worse. But he's okay with it. He got so many principalities and dead people on him, and they also gave him the gifts. He walks with the Babylonian gods. He walks with King Baal. He walks with the graveyard disembodied spirits and walk in, and they're males and females. And they are the ones that I'm seeing and having the conversations with. I don't know. I mean, I'll say allegedly I could be off about this here. But I'm going to keep looking at it. I hope you found this reading interesting. And people ask me, I do 15-minute readings, I do 30-minute readings, I do hour readings. But I will say right now, if you want one, even though I say I do a 15-minute, I give people extra time. If I have not given all the information within the 15 minutes, I don't just treat people that way and cut them off and say, oh, well, it's 15 minutes up. No, if people are ever comfortable that have done readings with me to tell you what I am like, I give extra time. If I have not completely heard or given them what they need to answer the questions. So the 15 minutes, even though right now I give you more time, sometimes too much. For the 30 minutes, I give more time. And an hour, I give more time. Especially if it's something that comes up that's deeper and I need to look deeper to answer the question. So I do not treat people that way. Okay? And everybody that's spoken to me, had a reading for me, knows I'm not that way. If you're interested, then you contact me at my email, alexiskttyler.vp@gmail.com. If you have any questions, I answer very quickly because so many people contact me. I literally do readings every day, but I literally didn't take appointments today because I wanted to do this. It was very interesting, and because I know now the mother, Joanne Kelly, death date anniversary is March 11th. I promised her, since she came to my house and I hadn't seen her come to anyone else, that I would do this for her, and I will try to get some rest so that I can do the part 3 for her birthday. So I can give her something. I'm going to go get her a cake. She already showed me what she likes. She already showed me the colors for the cake. She said I could get her a cupcake. It didn't have to be a big old cake, because I don't really eat stuff like that. I don't have anybody to eat it. So I'll probably get a smaller one. I think she kind of wants some pound cake or something, or maybe like with the butter, like the rich butter pound cake, because I've been craving pound cake since she came in here. And I found out a couple of days ago why. It was March. I felt like going out the house by 12 o'clock last night, give me some goddamn butter pound cake. And that's not me, because I'm not a sweet person, because I want to keep my teeth. So I don't really eat cookies and candies and things, because I want to keep my teeth. So when she said that, I said, oh Lord, what I'll probably do is, since tomorrow's Sunday, I will go get her cake, and I'll just get me some plain butter pound or lemon. I know I love lemon butter pound, but she wants the just the rich butter cream pound. Let me stop talking about cake, because it's making I'm gonna so that's why I said I wanted to. Hello, Mr. Oshun. It's a pleasure to have you here. That's why it's so special to me, because I consider it an honor when people have passed over, the body's dead, but they're still alive, and they come to me and they ask me to do something. So I said, yes, ma'am. I'm so honored that you came to see me, and I'm so honored that you're so honest with me. And I didn't judge her. Girl, okay, Christina, that good old-fashioned buttery pound cake. Oh, my God, child, I wish I got to find somebody old that know how to cook them goddamn cakes, or a chef. Ooh, girl, you know, talking about like them red velvet with that goddamn cream cheese and them goddamn pecans and shit on there. Girl, you talking about some good goddamn country shit. I need to find somebody country to make me some motherfucking cake. Damn, that stove shit. You know, it keep you thick in the ass. You know what I'm saying? When you eat them real pound cake, keep you some hips on you and shit. You know, some titties. So, so I'm do this for her. So I hope I don't get a bad vibe. So I hope she liked the reading, and I transcribed it as correctly. I did my best to try to get this, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will be back soon. I'm sorry to come so late, y'all, but I'm a night owl, so I've been working on this all day to get it correct. So you're welcome. Please, you can share the video. Please thumbs up the video, because the more you all thumb it up and share it, the more people get to see it. It comes up in the news feed, and they find out about me and AKT Celebrity Reads, and then I get more hits, and I get more people wanting to come and check me out and see what I'm about, because you know, it's a lot of readers, it's a lot of psychics, and a lot of people doing celebrity readings, and I need them also to know about me as well. So y'all, please help make me popular and spread it around with the AKT Celebrity Reads. And I will do my best to be back with you on Monday, March 11th, to celebrate Joanne Kelly's birthday, and share with you anything else she wants you to know for now. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I love everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Good night.